Again.
Okay, so we will have this commentary of the top board of the final round of the London Open between Minseong Kim and Mingyuan Sun. So two very strong players. Okay, so lucky for us, we researched a little bit special Shimari. If you remember this kind of Shimari, it was our topic on the previous lecture, and luckily this appears also in the game today. So very nice that we have good material for commenting. So the game started like this, and then Black immediately made this Shimari, which gives us the this is Tomoku. This gives us plenty of things to discuss about this shape, which is really cool. So far the Fuseki is very normal. Every move is correct. And white extends here. Well, at this stage, you know, locally, if you watch this, the lower side, this kind of point is of course very, very large. I mean, Black is very tempted to play here. After this, you have this kind of invasion point in white shape, but also this is a nice extension from the Shimari. If Black fails to do that, White may have a chance to play somewhere around here and develop the lower area. So this is an important point, but we have been discussing also about the modern Fuseki theory is to first deal with the corners before switching to sides. So in fact, the proper style would be probably to play something like this, approaching the large area. So after this basic Joseki, in fact now these two areas are both very nice, so they will become Miyai. So if one player takes, if White plays here, for example, then Black will play on the other side. Maybe also this kind of move is pretty tough. Looking forward to play here in the vital point. And if White takes the vital point, I think you already got used to this. And finally, Black can play here. So this would be the natural order of moves. From what I have seen in the game, Black immediately played here. And when White came here, Black came on the top. So finally, we got the same result, but with a different order of moves. Anyway, now it's one of those moments when you really have to think what to do next. It's probably the first moment in Fuseki. Ah, you are one of the players.
I play White.
Ah, you play White. Great. Thank you for helping me with this commentary. So up to here, it's a very normal, very natural game. This is a really important moment of the game, and the feeling of the next move I would like to discuss about. He also wants to discuss about. So, what do you want to say?
You keep talking.
Ah, okay, thank you. Yeah, so you know, at this point we have one corner left and this kind of large areas here. But also the entire area here is quite important. So White attacks, so maybe there is Somaji in the corner. But also, you know, there is one area on the board where there is a lot of potential. So can you find this area? Like here, 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 here. Where do you think is the biggest potential on the board right now? We should not forget that this kind of move, you know, this kind of move is a very nice continuation for White because White has a powerful position here. So if you look at, for example, this kind of continuation, now can you feel where is the big potential? With such a wall, this area is very, very big, you know. So I think the next move of White, his next move was had a really good feeling. I think your next move was here. Yeah, this is really, and I checked the game with Katago a little bit, and Katago agrees. Actually, Katago was going for this kind of move, but this is also very similar. So it's very good feeling to play in this area, you know. This, of course, would be quite normal, very large move, but somehow we would like to still put some power into this area. So this kind of moves here feel really, really good. So white is developing nicely. The next black move was surprising. Because of such a big potential here, black wanted to erase everything in one shot, I think, so black entered here. Normally black can, you know, like this kind of move, go for a large area, this would be like the normal style. But black really wanted to not see this become a big territory, and he came here. This is also quite fine, it's a good move. I think this one. Yeah, so white's continuation, this white was looking at this kind of moves, you know. Even if it's gote, there are many, many ways to continue afterwards. There are like cutting points, this one here, implications with the corner. So this is a very thick way of playing. And black's plan is, of course, if white becomes strong here, black has to defend this stone. So black decided to play here. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is looking forward to play here and make an eye base. Otherwise, black can just jump out somehow and escape in the center. And to this one, your reaction was Keima.
Yeah.
This is maybe questionable. Maybe the first move in the game that is a little bit questionable.
I just don't want black to here.
Ah, you didn't
So I
want
have
black
to-
to play this one.
Yes. But
Okay.
maybe it's not good enough.
Well, I cheated a little bit. I mean, I studied the game with the AI, so I have a little bit of advantage here. AI suggested, for example, this kind of move. I mean, coming with something like that. And here, Hane and going for some cut. So, of course, there are many, many ways to play. But okay, so he didn't want to black to get this move in order to next jump and aim at this kind of unpleasant weakness. So white played here. And the next black move, I think it was surprisingly this one, his normal move. What do you think?
It's normal because he don't want me to
Yeah.
go see and take his turn.
Yeah, but here, like the shape, it's important. I think the correct shape is here.
It's similar, I think.
Well, not quite. Again, I confess, I studied a little bit with Katago, but this vital point here makes a really big difference in this shape. And this, there are many variations, but in the end, I mean, if you just defend, here white gets some pretty important pikashis in Sente. And you know, if you watch this shape later on, white can play this, this, and this. Serious problems for black. Particularly when you have a black stone here, I think this shape is correct to be here, not here, because this allows this kind of vital point. So if white would not be able to play this, then this move would be okay. So let's see a little bit. For example, black counter attack, like this, and white play here. The point is, black cannot really catch white directly, so this fight becomes a little bit stressful for black. If you try to play this kind of move, then white has a perfect counter here. There is really no directly good way to answer such a move. But this is a very, very severe counter to this move, and I think because of this move, black made a mistake here. Okay, so in this shape, if you they look similar, pretty similar the shapes, but now there is no such weakness in the black shape here. So this is the first, let's say, important discussion about this game, because the weakness, but this was not used in the game probably, but this is quite a serious weakness in black shape. And in the game, white went for closing in, right? This. Okay. White is playing with a lot of focus on towards the center, so this move is really expecting black to leave inside, and still white will have a lot of attacking moves, and then white's perspective is to switch to the top side, right? After finishing this here, so black defended, white played here. And now the normal move should be this one. Black played this move. This looks a little bit like...
Yeah, but in real actually it works.
It works?
It lives well.
Yeah, it leaves, of course, black will not die, but... well, I mean, we can come here maybe.
Goes here.
You don't like this variation?
I didn't see this.
Okay. Okay, so maybe from here you show, because I'm not sure about the order of moves. Did you test once here?
Yeah, I make test.
This is education, no? I mean, considering this kind of aji, this is losing points probably.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Yeah.
This is not good.
And then, and maybe you can also explain to us how you see the game. How did you think about the fight? So after, of course, you know you cannot kill this.
Yeah, I cannot kill it.
But after attacking this, what is your plan?
I want to give a huge stones here, and it's beneficial to this side.
So your plan is to attack next,
Yeah.
like from this direction.
Because for now, black already got a lot of territories, but I'm almost like 0 still. All I got is potential, so I need to turn them into territory.
And how did you go about this? Oh, directly here. Okay. And the black push out. This is normal. Right, connected like this. Huh? So you see, this is also important. Connecting the stones, keeping the stones strong. Because if we only attack without defending, at some point the opponent can really severely counterattack. So here, again, a good question. How should the black play next move? I think in the game black played this one.
Yeah.
This feels a little bit without rhythm. Maybe black should work a little bit harder for the next move. Where would you play?
Just here or here.
Ah, ignore this, not dangerous, this area. Yeah, the next large point is around here, of course, but for the moment, well, my instinct here is that black has a chance to somehow make this shape better to play here, but I mean, before that, maybe we can Nozoki one time and go back to this kind of shape. This is too slow.
I don't think black
You
will,
don't like this?
will
with
waste
black?
a move here because it's
Waste of
this.
move. Okay. Personally, I like to see shapes very clear and well connected, but okay, he thinks this is too slow. Then what did black do? And this is, it's also very slow, no? I mean, compared to playing this, I prefer to play like this, you know, and if white play here, Hane, and then switch to this with some rhythm. Okay, so anyway, black went on by playing this.
I play this one.
Right now?
Yeah. Here.
Keep it. And you also like this. So the idea is, anyway, white is attacking somehow, stressing this group and getting some profit on the outside. After this, and now black came from this side to settle the group. My personal feeling would be to come from the other side somehow and then jump. But this jump feels good because next there is some weakness in the white shape to hit the shape here. So basically, would be nice to jump.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
If you want to stress this upper group, why not come from the corner side? Isn't there more points than on the left?
The corner is open from two sides now, so white cannot really make territory here. And I don't think he wants to make territory here. He wants to, I mean, as he said, he feels that black has more territory, so he needs to stress like the empty areas and the center. This is white's chance to make a good game.
Yeah, but this is not very center-oriented, this move. Yeah,
This one?
yeah.
This one says that he wants to do something here. Oh, maybe you make this exchange, this with this, and this. Here also white could come from this side. Maybe it would be not so easy for black this way.
There's no options. Oh, can I go out?
Huh?
A risky variation for both.
Yeah, it requires quite deep reading indeed. Okay, so white went for this. This is feeling of shape, but later on also this gives black a chance to play this move. Anyway, black answered here because black wants to keep pressure on this and especially to have access to the center area. And finally, and black wanted to settle quickly. I think this is the idea here, but this is also not jumping in the center, so it's probably a matter of preference. Black wanted to not have problems with any of the groups, so it's more like territorial style. But this will give white a chance to develop on the outside. So from here, how did you notice it? Black is probably leading after this kind of move. White lost a few points here. There is also like a pretty big weakness in white shape here. This kind of tsuke is a little bit of a problem. So how did you fix the shape here? Not worth playing from here. Okay. Is this alive? Does white have this kind of move center or not? This is a good question.
Yes, I play here and he played here.
Yeah, that's a painful exchange because this was a serious weakness of black. But nevertheless, now what is left? We have somehow to focus on the remaining large area, and white is center. So
probably, I think I should play here for now, because later when he takes this, he got 8 points.
mm-hmm.
It's quite big. Maybe I should do it 10.
You want to make this kind of exchange as well? Anyway, white is relatively strong in the center. There is a cutting point still, but white can manage. White can take this stone here, so this group could still be okay. So it's time to switch to this area. So how to do it, like this kind of move or this kind of move? Did you have a more active way of doing it? As black, I would still be very tempted, I mean, in terms of shape, to play this kind of move and jump out. This feels later, I mean, after this, having this kind of center exchange, this with this, feels pretty good for black, and aiming at this kind of cutting point here. So white wanted to get points in the center. If black somehow erases the center, this would be pretty good. So my personal preference would be this kind of move, but I don't know what black did.
I played here, so he goes here.
You played here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I should just go here.
And this would very quickly become Yose game, probably. Just end game starting very soon.
By doing that, I'm afraid the territory black is too much.
What's the idea of this black move to go there and not the normal Kema approach?
Black's move here. It's just making Minseong Sun with some extension on the side. Normal approach. But it's also okay. It's also possible. So in this situation, I mean, this kind of move, all of them are possible. You have to adapt to the entire board. In this situation, black felt that this is a bit better. I mean, this is stressing again territory there. And it doesn't feel that white has enough influence in the center. I mean, white's hope in this game would be to do something in the center. But
Sorry, what about if the black just underneath the white, just on the 3-4?
Yeah, that's also a possible move.
Yeah.
Also possible.
that's a little bit deep. I mean, white will play from outside. Huh?
You want something like this?
Yeah.
If he does that, doesn't that just make Cătălin's earlier idea of poking and then jumping even better?
Yeah, but for now you leave white this kind of, the last large area. I think black would prefer to take himself this area, not leave it to white. Because black has already a lot of territory, so white's chance is to become wide, to have a large area where you can make territory. So I think this is a little bit overkill in taking territory. Especially if black feels good in this game, black wants to make it simple. Not this will make the game more complicated. I mean, probably black's attempt to play something like that wants to make the game simple. It's never simple, but anyway, you can at least try to make it simple. So how was the? Oh, the game is left. Yeah. Okay.
And he draws it.
Okay, those are typical Joseki variations, right? Triangle, and then black takes the vital point. So this is a good Joseki to learn how to live in the corner like that. In the end, you see, it looks similar to the variation before, but the white shape is not as good as before, you know, not as strong. I mean, there is a cutting point here compared to... Now white can still play here, probably you played, right?
I believe.
Ah, a little bit more.
Yeah, so I'm afraid he will go just jump.
And this kind of move, you will hurt this group, if black will. Especially if you feel behind, maybe it's a good moment to push a little bit. White chose to play this one. So it's still about the center, right? Now this central area, it's everything.
I have no choice.
You have no choice.
Has to get territory here. Otherwise, I'm waiting to lose.
So here they have the advantage of reading a lot. So what's the idea of this move? If white wants to still play a normal move like this, if white Atari, then black will probably just...
Yeah, he can do that.
So his idea is that after playing here, he can connect with the corner, right? And now black believes that he can...
But it's still hard to connect.
Then why did he connect here? Difficult to say. So probably black didn't like that if you play like this, you will close him in. Yeah. He has to play another move. And he didn't like that. So around here, the continuation would be, how do you intend to play here? This one? Okay, then the focus of this game would be how much white can make in this area. So black has to be careful how to advance in the center because white is getting quite strong. Continuation would be somewhere on this line probably. Black has to, when the most simple move would be something like that, but maybe it's soft. So, well, do we have any other way to advance in the center? We can try this one still. Sticky here. I still want to play this kind of moves, but I don't know if we get the same good result like before. So, can we get this move in center? This is where Go can become difficult. Anyway, the idea would be, I don't know, black would also like to use a little bit the weaknesses of white on this side in order to find a way to advance with a good shape towards the center. So, I'm just playing first instinct here, but probably in the game they read a lot. So, I don't know, black didn't like this because he believed white will become too big. And black just connected, allowing white to play here, which is locally quite a big success for white. Now if white play...
is this there, or do you need to move it? Yeah, it's fine.
White probably needs to play Atari, right? And black connecting underneath and giving Ponuki would connect the stones, but then white would become big again here, so probably he doesn't want that. What he wants is to advance in the center, so now... Just capture? This one first. Capture.
No, he didn't do that. I don't know why. Here it goes here.
Oh really? Looking for the perfect result. And now here? Oh. This one is also a little bit closed shape, like there is one eye here. This one, what is worrisome later is that this is no eye in center for white. The white is very strong here, so white can steal the eye in center, so the shape is a little bit weird here. Maybe black started to feel a little bit too good. Anyway, I mean, killing this black group would be impossible mission for white. Personally, I never saw such a tsumego, white to play and kill. Before even thinking to attack black, white needs to save his stones. So now, if black manages to make a living shape in the center, a shape that is not in danger, then probably white doesn't have any more chance. When this stone comes, this is a little bit more difficult to play for white, so you can still try. Black is far away from this and this stone, so white can try, but I don't know if probably cannot kill. I mean, it's probably too much. Normal move would be here, right? I mean, if white wants to make his shape strong, this would be the normal way. But if black gets two eyes there, I think in terms of territory, black should be leading. Otherwise, maybe you can think of something around here, but black defended, so it's not really easy to enter there and get some successful. Maybe this kind of move, we have to look for every opportunity later to counter-attack. So, for example, this kind of nozoki, it's a little bit ugly way of playing, but if white try to play something like that, can white disconnect the three stones? This is a good question. I mean, you read in the game, so probably you were thinking. Black just go here, so it doesn't work. Yeah, white needs to be fishing for some opportunities to do something at this stage. But there looks like we are getting close to Yose, right? Do you play here in the game? This one. Not okay. Not
Yeah,
okay.
I should play here, but I play here. This is a bad move.
Let's see. This is aiming at this one, right?
Yeah. I'm still worried about territories.
Yeah. Because white didn't play the Keima, this is a really good, powerful move in this area. White is still connected, but the edges start to be a little bit worse. So black accepted to lose the eyes. This means he's confident to develop on the outside. Otherwise, he would answer if he would feel some danger. But black feels confident about this group. So somehow it doesn't look that white will make central points in the center. Well, at this stage, well, if I was white, I would consider this kind of move. I mean, just being very patient and take point after point. Otherwise, you probably want to enter here. And there is still this area white can make some points, but not really a lot. So that's about what is left of this game, right? So anyway, around here, is your focus now?
I choose here first.
So white is consistent about this move, entering here. Okay, so white can connect underneath, but black wants to be solid, so that's the message of this kind of move, and probably that move is here. So anyway, the way black is playing, it's somehow I have a feeling that black is declaring victory somehow. With this kind of moves, he says I can win like this if I play like that. Anyway, now black became quite solid everywhere, and it's only about points. Maybe it was about points since a while. Okay. Okay.